All right, we're watching Tommy above the water. As he gets into the stroke, the very first thing that we see right here with the arm is that hand entry or that hand position. We like to bend that wrist. Above the water, we want to make sure that wrist stays in line with the forearm. You don't want to have your hand bent. You want it straight up, okay? So make sure you keep that wrist a little bit straighter. There's no reason to let that kind of fall off to the side because you can kind of see it never really straightens out there. And then as we grab the water, it does start to straighten out the very end. Keep that wrist a little bit more straight, okay? Right hand entry looks really good. Your right hand entry doesn't bend that elbow at all, or doesn't bend that wrist at all, but you can kind of see where it's a little bit more out to the side here than we like to see, okay? So your right hand wrist is much better. That left hand wrist, you can see again right there, you can kind of see where it's bent. Head position looks great, Tommy. Very little movement there. Legs look incredible. You have good white water coming off that kick the entire time. I think you've got a good backstroke, Tommy. I think when you find more confidence in it, I think we're going to really, as great as your IM already is, if you start to feel a little more confident in your backstroke, your IM is going to really take off even more. We go into our turn. I was a little late on that pull. Because of it, you kind of see, now here's the thing. You can see those feet are nice, good, strong power stroke. Your feet are about hip width apart. And that's how we want to see them all the time. But I think on this one, it's simply because you had to spread those legs because you were way close on that turn. And I'm sure you could feel it as well. But you did a good recovery, good streamline. I mean, look, we're underwater here, and we can see how tight that streamline is. That's golden, Tommy. That's amazing. And just like with the freestyle stuff, you do some of the little things so much better than everybody else. I think you get that. And so I'm really proud of you for that because I think that's fantastic. As we come into the breakout, you kind of start seeing these dolphin kicks. They start getting a little bit slower, a little bit easier. And at that point, once you start going slow and easy, they're not really benefiting you anymore. You want a good, strong, fast kicks, then good, fast flutter kicks, and then break into your stroke. Not quite so big and easy there, okay? That breakout was a little bit better than we saw underwater. But again, you want to make sure that that breakout comes up with a little bit more power, a little more emphasis. All right, so as we start our stroke there, you can kind of see where it looks like right here, you get just a little bit stuck, and it's just because you're just barely breaking that surface. So you got to get that hand up a little bit quicker, and then good 2-3 fast strokes, and that helps set up that backstroke. But again, you can kind of see where your left wrist is bent, and then your right wrist doesn't bend at all. So your right wrist is really good. Keep that left wrist a little more straight. Okay, Tommy? Excellent.